Hello everyone, welcome back to Minus to Millions. We're in the second day of November now, and we've got £44,030 in the bank. And last episode, we had lost our bow trailer and water pump. But as you can see, we've got them back now. I didn't manage to get them to spawn back in though, and I tried everything I could think of. So what I had to do was buy them again. And I wasn't going to spend our money we had on things we've already bought. So I put down a government subsidy sign to get our money back to roughly what we had at the end of last episode. And I think we ended up with maybe £20 or £30 less than what we had, which doesn't make a difference at all, because it's such a little amount. Anyway, now you know how I got our things back, let's move on to what we need to do today. So first of all, we need to fill our greenhouses up with water, because they're both completely empty. And if you remember last time we filled them up, it looked like the water tanks had somehow linked together for both greenhouses, because the water we put in our flower one was going into the mushroom greenhouse as well. So we need to check if that's still happening. And I think the easiest way for us to do that is by filling one of the greenhouses right up. Because as they're both empty, if we only fill one of them up and the same amount of water goes into the other greenhouse, then the tanks definitely are linked together. So yeah, I'll get the flower greenhouse filled up, then we can look if there's any water in the mushroom one. And I think we're going to need to put quite a few trailers of water in to fill it up, so it could take a while. I'll buy a bigger water trailer soon though, then it'll be much quicker for us to fill up our greenhouses. And I would have bought one this episode, but there's already something I'm going to buy that will cost us quite a few thousand, so I don't want to spend much more than that, as we're saving for more land. Also, what I'm going to buy will help us make more money, whereas a bigger water trailer won't. So that's another reason why I don't think it's worth spending money on a trailer just yet. But once we've got another piece of land, which should be in a few days' time, I'll start upgrading the equipment we've got and buying some new things, because we'll have a lot more work to do then, so we're going to need it. Anyway, this is the third trailer of water we're putting in here, so there should be about 6,000 litres in the greenhouse once this is empty. But I'll keep going until it's full, then we'll have a look if there's any water in our mushroom one. Right, this one's full up now, so let's check the production menu and see if there's any water in our mushroom greenhouse. Okay, we've got 9,999 litres of water in this one, so the tanks definitely are linked together. And there is still space for more water, but I think that's because we haven't actually filled up that greenhouse yet, so it's only the water from the tanks in there. We have filled our flower one right up though, so let's check how much is in that. Okay, this can't hold any more water, and there's 14,999 litres in here, so that should be how much the mushroom one will hold as well. And that would make sense, because the greenhouses have a 5,000 litre capacity without the tanks, so as we haven't put any water in the mushroom one yet, the actual greenhouse's water supply wouldn't have been filled up. But I'll fill it right up now, then we'll have a look to see if it holds the same amount as the flower one. I'm pretty sure it will, but I'll check just to make sure. And if it does hold the same amount, then we'll only need to put about 2 more trailers of water in after this one, because we just put over 1,000 litres in, and each trailer full is 2,000, so 2 more will be 4,000 litres, which will fill it all the way up with a bit of water left over. Then whatever's left, I'll just put into our normal greenhouse to top it up a bit. And there should still be plenty of water in our normal one anyway, because we had a few thousand litres in there last time we checked. It doesn't use hardly any water compared to the mushroom and flower greenhouse either, so I doubt it would have gone down much. But still, it's worth topping it up whenever we can to make sure it doesn't run out, because we need to keep the productions running for all of our greenhouses so we can make the most amount of money. Anyway, this should be the last time we need to fill the trailer up now, and with the £208 it will cost to fill this up again, we'd have spent around 2,000 in total for all of the water we've put into our greenhouses. because we had £44,030 at the start of the episode, and we should be left with just under £42,000 once the trailer's full. Not that we even need to worry about how much we spend on water for them, because we'll probably make about 10 times that back from the amount of pallets that will be produced with the water we put in, so we'll easily get back whatever it cost us. And this is full up now, so let's see if both the greenhouses have the same amount of water in. Okay, we've still got 14,999 litres in the flower one, and there's 14,999 litres in this one as well, so they do both hold the same amount. We've also got 978 litres of mushrooms in here, so we'll get another pallet in the next couple of minutes. And that's perfect, because once we've put the water we have left in here into our normal greenhouse, I'm going to get all of the pallets we have loaded onto the trailer. So if it spawns in while we're doing that, we'll have another pallet of mushrooms to sell. Anyway, that's the trailer empty, so I'll put this back now. Then we need to get our other trailer connected and bring it round to the front of the greenhouses so we can load up the pallets. And I'll have to put the mushrooms on the trailer first, then stack the flowers on top of them, because the pallets of flowers are a bit smaller than the mushrooms. So if I loaded them up the other way around, it would be very unstable and everything will keep falling off the trailer. But by putting the mushrooms on first, we shouldn't have any problems. I can lift the flowers by hand as well, so even though we've got quite a few pallets to load up, it won't take us long to do. And this will be the most pallets we've ever sold at once from our greenhouses, so we should make a very good amount of money. I probably will spend most of what we make today though, because as I mentioned earlier, there's something I'm going to buy. And what that is a bigger chicken coop, because our one has the maximum number of chickens in that it can hold, which means every time they reproduce, we're losing out on 30 chickens. Whereas if we had the space for them, we could either sell the ones that was reproduced to make a little bit of money, or we could keep them so we have more chickens. And that would be what I'd do, because they aren't worth a lot to sell, but the more chickens we have, the more eggs they produce. So we'd start making money from them a lot quicker. It's not a base game chicken coop I'm going to buy though, because the bigger one of them to the one we have is nearly 80,000, which we don't even have to spend if we wanted to. So I've downloaded a modded one that only costs 10,000 and can hold 500 chickens. And I'm pretty sure the base game one has a capacity of 360. So not only is the modded coop we're going to get a lot cheaper, but it can also hold more chickens. I did have to download a chicken transport trailer as well, because I'm going to put the new coop in the same place our one is now. And to do that obviously I need to sell the coop we have, but while there's chickens in there, it can't be sold, which is why we need the trailer to put them in before we sell it. So yeah, I'll get the rest of these pallets loaded up, then once we've sold them, we can lease the chicken trailer, come back and buy our new coop. Okay, that's all of the pallets loaded up, so I just need to strap them down, then we can take them over to the sell point. And they all went on the trailer quite neatly, apart from when I put the last one on and pushed this pallet of flowers over a bit. But now I've moved it back, it's fine. Okay, they're all strapped down now, so we can go and get them sold. And we've got a lot of litres on this trailer, there's 7,000 litres of flowers, 6,000 of mushrooms, and 500 of lettuce. So in total we've got 13,500 litres, and from that much we should make a very good amount of money. But we'll see in a minute. So let's see how much we get for everything. Our money is going up very quickly, so it definitely will be quite a lot. Well, the flowers and mushrooms are sold, and we've already made about 20,000 from them, but we'll see exactly what we got when the lettuce is sold. Okay, we got £20,140 for them, so that's a very good amount of money considering it only took us 2 days to produce the pallets. And we have £62,088 in the bank now, so after buying the chicken coop for 10,000 and leasing a trailer, we'll probably have about 50,000 left, which isn't bad at all. Anyway, what we need to do now is disconnect this trailer, as I'm going to leave it up here until we return the chicken one. Because if I took it back to our land now, I'd only have to come straight back to the shop to get the chicken trailer. So it makes sense to just leave it here and take the chicken one back with us, because the next thing we're going to do is buy the new coop. And this is the trailer here. It's just a base game horse trailer that has been modded to hold chickens. It doesn't have the icon for them with the capacity though, so the info must not have been changed from the base game one. But it's not a problem, because I know that it can hold up to 30 chickens, as I made sure I got a trailer that we can put all of ours in at once. And it's £816 to lease this, so it's not too expensive. It would have actually cost us more if we didn't get this trailer, because we'd have had to sell our chickens, then buy them again. Also, if we bought new chickens, they wouldn't be as old as the ones we have now, so they wouldn't produce eggs as quick, which would lose us more money in the long run. So being able to keep the ones we have is much better for us than having to buy 6-month-old ones again. And that's the trailer connected, so now we can head back to our land and change the coops around. Right, let's get these chickens loaded into the trailer, then we can sell our coop. I'll have to move these eggs as well, because they'll be in the way when we place the new one down if not. And I'll quickly do that now, because I'm pretty sure the pallet will be light enough to lift by hand, as there's only one crate of eggs on it. Yeah, it is, so I'll put this over here out the way, because we'll need to pick the bags of food up in a minute. And now we've moved the eggs, we just need to reverse the trailer up to this icon, then we can open the menu to load the chickens into it. So we've got to change this to 30, then confirm to move them. And that's all of our chickens in the trailer, so now we can sell this coop and put the new one down. We'll get a bit of money back when we sell our coop as well, but it probably won't be a lot, as it was only 6,000 to buy in the first place. Okay, we'll get £2,917 for it, which is just under half of what it cost us to buy, so that's very good. And now we've sold that, we can place down the new one. So this is it here, the large outdoor chicken coop, which costs 10,000 and has a capacity of 500 chickens. It's not much bigger than the one we had either, so it fits perfectly in pretty much the same place. And about there looks good, so let's place it down. Okay, here's our new coop. I really like these two huts in there as well. They add a bit of detail and make this look really good. And that's the chickens unloaded into there, so all we need to do now is disconnect this trailer and give them some food. I'm not sure how many litres of food this coop can hold either, but I'd imagine it would be quite a bit, as we can have 500 chickens in there. But we should have enough to fill it right up, because we've got 3 bags of food and 2 of them are full, so I doubt it will take more than what we've got. I don't know how many litres is left in the bag I'm picking up now though, because we've fed them out of this one a couple of times, so we'll just have to see what happens when we start unloading it. Okay, this bag's done already, and that definitely hasn't filled their food all the way up, so I'll get another one of the bags and put that in there. If it takes all of this as well, I won't bother putting any more in today, because there's 1,000 litres in each one of these bags when they're full, so that will be enough to last quite a long time, as the chickens don't really use much food. Obviously when they reproduce we'll be using food a bit quicker, because we'll have more chickens. But while we still only have 30 chickens, they'll be using the same amount as before. And the bag stopped unloading now, which means their food is full. So I'll put this back where it was, then we can check the animal menu to see how many litres of food we have in there. Before we check that, I'll put the pallet of eggs back on the spawn point as well, because even though it's a new coop, it should start filling that pallet up instead of spawning in a new one. And that'll be fine there. So now we can take a look at the animal menu. Right, we've got 1,000 litres of food in here, so it does hold quite a bit. And the chicken's health is at 100%, then the reproduction is at 0, along with productivity and eggs. But the eggs and productivity are only at 0 because we've just put them into a new coop, so both of them will change in a little while. And we'll check on it next episode to make sure everything's working as it should be, but it all looks good for now. Anyway, all we've got to do now is connect the trailer back onto the tractor so we can return it to the shop. Then once we've done that, we just need to bring our bow trailer back over to our land. So let's go and get that done. Okay, let's return this, then we can get our bow trailer connected. We haven't had the chicken trailer for long either, so I doubt we'll get charged for any work time. No, we didn't. And we've got £54,189 in the bank now, which isn't bad at all considering we had £62,000 before leasing the trailer and buying the new coop. We're just over £30,000 away from buying another piece of land now as well, and we should be able to make that from selling the corn and another day or two's worth of pallets from our greenhouses. So we'll definitely have more land within the next couple of episodes. Anyway, that's the bow trailer connected, and all I need to do now is take it back to our land. So that's everything for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know by leaving a like and feel free to subscribe so you never miss another video.